the HOSA Way, ladies and gentlemen.
It is on there.
It is on there.
It's one of my favorite shows.
One of favorite shows. No one is more entertained by us
Than us.
Okay.
Can you shut the overhead light off?
I can. This is a mug of Sam's, and it has a bunch of TV shows on it. So see if you can identify in the comments all the different. So you've got Bartlett for America, and then you've got Believe. Let's see if you know that one. And then this one, guys, that's a tough one. See if you can get that one, whatever that happens to say on there. And that's Moordale High. I hope you don't get that one.
Well, that's
and then there's the
same about
HOSA Way.
Fleabag. They should probably not be getting Fleabag either.
We're not recommending these shows to you. We're just saying, do you know them? Okay. Then
But I'm secretly recommending these shows.
we're on our gut for a reason. Always. I'm sure you guys know that one. And this Friends one, that's really tough.
Isn't that cute though? He did.
And then, of course,
Friends.
the HOSA Way. Always fun. We have a very special guest with us today. Slide on up here, buddy. Leave in the comments, too, do you know this guy? Because if you've been to a HOSA conference before, chances are you have not likely seen him, but he's been at the conference.
And he's our HOSA, Michigan HOSA MVP.
He is. Well, I mean, I don't know if we can put that in there.
Right.
We have a lot of MVPs. Depends on
I'm just saying.
Have you come to headquarters to fight about your scores at regionals? Then you know this guy.
Well, at least he could be the reason why. This is Brett Garton. Brett, where does your HOSA story begin?
As a senior in high school, HOSA member in 2011.
At what school?
It was Mason Lake ISD at the time, but it's now West Shore ESD.
Okay, what'd you compete in?
First HOSA Bowl. That's how I got to know and fell in love with Michigan HOSA.
All right, and then what happened next in your journey?
So after that, my HOSA Bowl team went their separate ways after graduation. So I transitioned into medical law and ethics as the test just because it sounded fun and I enjoy torture.
Okay.
During that period was when I actually found out that I could run for state officer. It was a good way to, number one, stay involved, but then turned out to be a really great chance to give back.
Okay, so what do you do now for Michigan HOSA?
I am one of two people that does tabulations for Michigan HOSA, which, if you don't know, is probably one of the more boring, but one of the most important parts of the conferences.
Yeah. It's tough being on camera.
It is. It's rough. Yeah. Tabs is so everybody, all of the events, if you've ever wondered where your Scantron goes after your event is complete, it goes to Hannah and I in headquarters to then send them through the Scantron and get all the scores together, get them compiled, standard deviated, and figure out who gets medals.
Have you ever tried to figure out how many conferences you've been to? Regional and state together?
I quit counting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's try to do it as fast as we can.
Okay. So if we do 9, even that would be 90 plus, so about 93.
Almost 100.
Yeah.
This year it'll be above 100.
Just a few.
Okay, so here's my
Jack
question
of all
for you. Some of our students are like thinking about doing HOSA.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do you have to say regarding should you not become a HOSA member?
It would be funny if he's like, don't do it.
Don't do it!
Don't. Oh, I highly recommend it. To anybody that's on the fence, let me push you to the side of absolutely do it. No matter what you end up doing or what your expertise is, what you want to get out of it, there is a place for you in HOSA as a whole and specifically Michigan HOSA. So whether it's service or competition or just meeting new people, this organization is perfect for pretty much anybody and everybody to find their place within it.
What do you do now? So you do HOSA as a side gig,
Yes.
but what's your 9 to 5?
Patient relations for what is now Corewell Health.
But formerly known as Spectrum?
Formerly known as Spectrum and Beaumont. My part was Spectrum Health. And if you might be asking what is patient relations, it's essentially lost luggage. If it goes sideways or if there's a complaint or questions, spanning everything from billing to things that will be eventually handled by risk and legal, I'm usually the first face that you have the pleasure of seeing.
So if there's conflict, he's trying to resolve it before it goes to the next level.
Yep.
It's
That's
cool.
a tough job.
That is a tough job, but it's in healthcare. And that's just one of the healthcare jobs that a lot of people don't think of.
Right. There's just so many different avenues.
Pretty much anything and everything no one else wanted to do. They were like, nobody's wanted to touch
I see
this.
a theme here.
Here's Brett.
Also doing tabs.
Glutton for
Hence tabs.
punishment.
Well, I love it from a standpoint of it's a team. You're in the trenches together. I know, I always say that. I always say trenches together, but it's real. Whenever you have to bowl through something with somebody else and you come out on the other side and you're just marred with dirt and dust and blood and
Tears
sometimes, legitimately so. What you need to look forward to this coming week, start thinking about as far as HOSA is, if you're just back to school, welcome back, Michigan HOSA. We really hope you are involved this year. Some things coming up on the docket are what?
We forgot to mention the fall UP conferences last week. There's 2 conferences in the UP.
Michigan's Upper Peninsula.
Yeah, for the fall conferences.
This part.
There's one in Escanaba,
On Tuesday, October 3rd.
and then one in.
It'll be the 4th of October.
And then we have the fall conference in Macomb, October 26th. And then we have the MSU College of Osteopathic Medicine Day, November 4th. And then we have the second fall conference at Concordia in November.
It's November 14th.
Okay, great.
Thanks.
Thanks.
And all of those conferences have a they're available to start registering for in the CMS.
And if you have questions about the online conference management system, we recommend you emailing Brett here. And if you have any issues for your competitive events to regionals or states, we recommend Brett here. You might be able to see him at one of our fall conferences doing a seminar as well, because he's done a few of those. Maybe we could have one on conflict resolution.
Ooh.
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 Ooh. What is it?
Ooh. Kitty likes to scratch.
Kitty likes to scratch.
Kitty likes to scratch.
And that's the HOSA Way.